newbies and Croft CNC here. Excuse me, I just had some Cuban coffee. If you don't know, you don't know. Uh, anyways, coming at you with another installment of the small CNC workshop. We're doing the one car garage over where we're going to fit our big router, two 4x4 routers, a 4x4 plasma table, a mini lathe, a mini mill, some robot arms, a woodworking station, and some 3D printers, and a foundry set up in a one-car garage. Now, are all of them going to be functional at the same time? No. Things are going to have to move around, but it can be done. Okay. And this is a temporary situation until we get stuff squared away. But in today's installment, we set up the workstation. So I'm getting the computer up off the ground. It's kind of going to be right in there. And that's for the 4x4 machine. Then for the other two routers, I'm actually going to tear apart some older laptops that I have, and I'm going to build a controller with a built-in screen. It's only going to be a little like 10-inch screen and a trackball mouse and everything, but the controller is going to be all put together, all in one box right there with the machine. Okay, so that's going to save some space. I'm going to have to modify the Demon controller, but it'll work out. So I put up here, I've got a computer screen, and then if I want, I can watch TV on this TV, or I can use it as a large screen. And then I actually have it sitting on this, which is my receptacles for recycling and garbage. Okay. It works out really well because I have like a little workstation right there, right by the router, save some room, save some mounting and stuff like that. The next order of business we're working on is actually putting together, there's my square cut jig that I made. But we're working on the air cart. So this will house all the pancake air compressor, the pull-out lines, the nailers, and stuff like that will be on this movable cart. And that will allow me to pull it out. It'll run down the little pathway, and then I can bring it back and put it up. We have a table saw setup. What's cool about my table saw setup is I'm going to have a workbench that breaks down and slides underneath of all of this stuff. And I will be able to take the table saw out. It's on its own cradle. It can slide right in to the end of the workstation. And with that, I'll actually have a side, an in-feed table and an out-feed table built into the assembly. That's going to be a big space saver, a time saver, and it'll be good. On the back side of the air compressor cart, I'll actually be able to house my my shop vac for the garage. And that's going to be really nice. And then I have my miter saw. I put a level across it, made sure everything was good there, so we're able to saw materials down. And then I can start on the extra tool cart that goes under this side of the saw station, and that will house a whole bunch of like my planer, my joiner, and stuff like that. So we'll try and make use of all of that space to house all of these tools. And then I'm going to use underneath of this as more cabinet space and storage space for raw material and tool storage. It will also give me a way to weight down the machine, um, while getting stuff up off of the floor and out of the way. You guys saw my solution for the double 3D printers. And then another big thing that I'm utilizing as I go through are the plastic fold-out tables and the fold-up sawhorses. So that's kind of where everything is at right now. It looks kind of disheveled again because A, it is, and B, as I start pulling more and more stuff out, I'm organizing it. And then C, I'm just getting over an AC flood where the bottom of the AC unit was sealed up and there was a clog in the drain tube, and it backed up into the shop. So some of my wood got messed up, some of my leather got messed up, all that stuff. But with all this being said, we're actually able to fit in small projects here and there for the CNC machines. The CNC for Newbies 4x8 machine is rocking and rolling. We've got the UC CNC controller software. Now, here's what's really cool is I have two separate controllers for this machine. I also have two separate controllers for the other machines, but that's for a minute. This one is it's a 4-axis controller, but we utilize it as a 3-axis and slave. And then underneath right now, what's running the machine is actually my 6-axis controller or my 5-axis controller with the slave for my trunnion table and my rotary table. So I can actually interchange in between this controller and my custom built controller just by switching over some DB9 connectors and going from a UC 300 to a UC 100. And it's that simple. So I can do a lot of testing and playing around with the original controller, with my controller, and the machine can always be running. So we have that going on. And that's basically where everything's at right now. So once again, pretty excited about the workstation, computer workstation / trash station, getting up and running. I've got to get some electrical ran down from the attic into some drops here so that I can get us some outlets to run everything, because right now I only have a 15 amp circuit or a 20 amp circuit in here, and it runs right now. The 4x8 machine is plugged into it, the TV's plugged into it, the garage door opener is plugged into it, and the refrigerator is all plugged into it right now. So we gotta definitely get some electrical ran through here, and that will be probably here shortly. I got to get some more cabinets up and stuff like that, but that's where everything is at. So you guys that are saying, oh, I only have a small space to work with, find a machine that fits that space and will let you start to do what you want to do. Utilize that money to build up your income flow, and once you do that, get you another property, another shop, something of that nature, so that you can start building out your shop the way that you want. It's never going to be a fast process. It's never going to be an easy process. But man, once it's there, you got it, and you'll feel accomplished. Um, you know, I'm very excited to see where everything takes all you guys. Some guys are posting some great Christmas ideas already. We got like, I think it's 53 days or something, 52 days till Christmas. Um, so keep all the good ideas coming for the rest of the group to be able to um, see kind of what's going on, what they're capable of getting their machines to do, and let's push forward and do that. Uh, I look like a little boy clean shaven. Yeah. Um, Matt, my daughter, went as Coraline for Halloween and wanted me and her mother to dress up as the other parents. And he was clean shaven, so she asked me to shave, and she got me a nice close haircut and whatnot. So, all right, guys, that's a wrap for this installment. Um, Next things coming up is just some more organization and labeling stuff. We got our label maker with the heat shrink tubing, and we're starting to label all the different parts of the plugins and everything, and going from there. So I will catch you guys on the flip side.